What's up, FishTube? Just thought I'd do a quick check-in on my 30-gallon tank. This then will be broken down at a certain point because the aquarium is kind of busted up. The glass is all scratched up, as you can see. But right now I've got, I don't know, 50 or so guppies, 5 neon tetras, 1 chocolate bristlenose plecostomus, or ancestris, whatever you want to call them. Not really sure which one they are. And there's 2 cories in here that I got a while back. Just, I think they were an accident, like they accidentally put them in the bag. And I never got any more. I know they like to go in schools, but I knew this tank wasn't going to be a permanent fixture here, so I never did get any more yet. When they move, they will get some more. We'll get some buddies. But lots of pregnant females. Lots of them. There's that bristlenose. You can see some of the babies. They're guppy babies. All the babies in here are all going to be guppies. So you can see them just down in amongst all the plants, rooting around looking for food. And then for plants, I've got a ton of red Ludwigia, and it looks nicer when you look out from underneath. And when I've been cutting the tops, once they grow up really close to the surface, and replanting them, I've noticed how they almost end up looking almost purple underneath, which is pretty cool. But it's too bad you can't see that color all the time. You can see a few of them where they've got some red on the tops and the tips, like this one right here in the center. Let's see, it's not even going to really focus there because of the glass, but it's got a little bit of red up there. I really like that. So this stuff I think I got like 5 stems of it about a month ago, and I have it in, I think, pretty much every aquarium that I have. And it just keeps growing, so what I do is, when it gets close to the surface, I cut it just about in half, depending on if it grows a root. I cut right below where the root grows, and I go from there and I replant it, cut off some of the leaves on the bottom, stick it back into the substrate. Some of this stuff, it's definitely, you know, seen better days. I should probably cut a lot of these leaves off that are all green, and I thought that was algae to begin with, but I'm pretty sure it's some kind of a deficiency that it had when it was just introduced into the aquarium. You can see some in the back there, so you can pretty much tell which ones were pretty original to this aquarium, because the newer growth and all the other stems, they don't have any of that dark green algae looking stuff on them. I also have just a couple stems of anacharis, because I had bought one little bunch of it, which is about 5 stems, and you know, they don't do really well in this aquarium. I think it's because it's a softer water in here. It's got the fluval shrimp stratum in the bottom. As you can tell, it grows plants very well, but the anacharis doesn't really like it. Even if I let it float, it doesn't seem to grow very well. It grows better in the hard water aquariums, which is pretty much all the other ones except for one 40-gallon breeder that I just set up. The reason these guys are in this soft water is they just ended up in here. And they seem to be thriving no matter what. I know guppies like a harder water, but this one is right in the middle of the spectrum there. And we do have a couple of different kinds. I'm not really sure of the guppy strains. All the females are really big, and they all have this same kind of tail, which is kind of an orangish, reddish, and then some of them have some yellow, like that one right there. This Dumbo one here I just picked up, just because I thought he looked cool, and I thought maybe we could add some new genes into the gene pool here. Let's see, there's a couple other males in here. One really nice, I think that's a yellow cobra. Can't really see him, he just flew away. There he comes. Let's see if it'll focus on him. He's just looking for food. Yeah, yellow cobra. I'd say it's almost a delta tail, but not too much. It's not really the greatest tail, but all I got for the breeding stock was what I could get, which wasn't much. There's not a lot around here. Here's another male This one seems to be the dominant breeder because a lot of the babies in here are all really dark in color. Like you can see one, let's see if we can get it right there. Right in the center. A lot of them end up that color. Those ones I'm pretty sure are going to be males. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't really know how to sex them when they're this young. I don't really know if you can even, but here's one of the cories. I just got some leaf litter in there. Those are those mini catappa leaves. I bought those. Nobody seems to like them. The shrimp don't seem to like them. The fish don't seem to like them. The pleco doesn't seem to like them. I had those in all my aquariums, and they don't. Nobody seems to graze on them or anything. So I've been slowly removing them. I planned on trying out some of the bigger catappa leaves, the Indian almond leaves. But we'll see how that goes in the future. And here is what I'm pretty sure is Java moss. Maybe somebody can tell me if they know their mosses really well. I'd really like to know, because I'm not sure what it is. This is in pretty much all of my tanks. So a little bit in every tank. This one seems to do better in the soft water, if that makes any sense. You can see, you know, because of the filters where they are, they blow down all of that duckweed down there, and it all gets stuck in that, and then it grows some hair algae, and it also traps a lot of food. So I think that needs to move to a lower flow area, or maybe I just need to get in there and groom it once in a while. Not really sure. If you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments there. There's tons of ram's horn snails in here. These ones are they're not golden, but they're like a leopard spotted one. And then there's one up there. That one might be a golden. Can't really tell on him either. Here's a really, well, of course it's not gonna focus really well on this guy, but that ram's horn there looks really cool from my perspective, but it doesn't show up very well on the camera. Let's see, what else have I not talked about? We got some dwarf hairgrass or microsaur. I'm not sure which one it is. It wasn't labeled when I bought it. As you can tell, that's spreading like crazy. It loves the soft water here, so. And just some hornwort, because I've got hornwort in pretty much every one of my aquariums just to suck up some nitrates. I think that's pretty much it for plants in this one. I did have crypts in here. I pulled them out to put into the new 40-gallon breeder setup. The one that's got Eco Complete in it. I think it'll do better in the harder water. It seems to do better. The ones that were in here never really grew at all, and the ones that were in my 55-gallon, which is a harder water tank and has the same thing, Eco Complete in the bottom. It just took off in there. So, and then, you know, it wouldn't be complete without talking about tons of duckweed. But whatever, I've got a plan for this stuff. I've seen some videos and I got pretty intrigued with this stuff, so I think I'm gonna let it grow. I'm gonna harvest it, and I think I'm gonna try to turn it into some fish and shrimp food. So coming up on the channel probably in a couple weeks when I get enough of it. I just went through and groomed everything and threw it away, and then I saw the videos, so we'll see. Hopefully soon. We'll keep you up to date. Otherwise, just touching base. On all of my aquariums I run, on all of my aquariums I run these Marineland Penguin bio-wheel filters, and I take out all of the carbon. I stick in my own stuff in there, and again in another video I'll show you what I stick in my filters and how I set them up, but they all come with a sponge filter. Alright, thanks for checking it out, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.